Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Dallas Christopher, here at Private Label Extensions. I have a wonderful event or a wonderful presentation for you today on the Dish with Dallas. I have the incredible Zachary Smith here. Zachary, yeah, say what's up, what's up?
Hey.
Oh, come on, you ain't gonna get dry up on me like that. Okay, Zachary is a former Paul Mitchell graduate, and y'all know I love the Paul Mitchell graduates, baby, jumping in. Zachary is going to be doing, what look you going to be doing today?
We're going to give him a nice swing bob situation, something real classic, but also sexy at the same time.
Okay, so classic and sexy at the same time. Zachary is a graduate from, oh my gosh, way back in the day. When I first came to Paul Mitchell Atlanta, like 10 years ago, he was the first class that I jumped in. Let me tell you, they was wild as hell. They was wild as, I almost went back to DC going, okay, I can't because, it was, but anyway, they are all doing such amazing and incredible things here in the industry right now. So I saw him and said, hey, bro, I would love you to jump on the show and show us some wonderful technique. So he's going to be applying a wig, and it is, again, the swing bob technique. He's going to style it. He's going to cut it. He's going to show you all of that. We are using a 5x5 HD closure wig, and I believe it's 16 inches that we're using today. Yes. Yeah, and then he's going to cut it from there. So I'm not going to stay on this too long. I'm going to sit over to the side, be able to answer some of those questions. We also have the model Jada here. Hi, Jada. So Jada is also a Paul Mitchell graduate. Y'all know I love a Paul Mitchell graduate. No shade to any others out there. If you're a Jada, you see, look at him shaking his head. If you're a Jada, or if you're any one of those other schools, which are amazing schools, please reach out to me on my Instagram, Dallas Christopher here. Let me know. I would love to have you guys come and hang out with us on the show. But we're not going to tie this up too long. I need to let this man get on his job. So I'm going to hang out over here. If you have questions, please hit those questions up. Also, you're going to see Marcus, who is a Paul Mitchell graduate as well, baby. Everybody's hairstylist, okay? We all hairstylists.
Love it.
Love it, love it, love it. You're going to see Marcus coming in and out. He's going to be capturing some things for us, really getting in and taking some closies. So if you happen to see Marcus in there, it doesn't look, weird. We're trying to make sure we capture everything for you guys and being able to have it for educational pieces. Cool? Great. Moving over to the side. Hey. Any questions whatsoever? All right. Without further ado, guys, we have, again, Zachary Smith. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it is High in Atlanta. And I love the spiritual expression of it, where it's high in Atlanta. I said it, and he's like, make sure you know it's spiritual. He's like, make sure you know that. But Zachary is going to be applying this wig. So what are you doing now? Tell us.
Okay, so right now what I'm doing is just making sure that the got-to-be that we use around the hairline is properly dried. This means that her ball cap is going to stick to her scalp as it should. So I just sprayed on probably about 3 to 4 coats. You want to make sure that you can very clearly see through the stocking cap because we need to know where exactly we need to cut. So just to make sure we're not cutting into the scalp or anything or the hair or anything like that. Now I'm going in and I'm blow drying it. It should have a tacky, almost hardened feel to it. This means that the stocking cap is properly stretched and that it's going to lay again as it should. Make sure that you have placed the stocking cap over the ears because we want the outside of the perimeter of the stocking cap to reach past the hairline.
Perfect. We have a question. Mona, our favorite. Mona, hey, baby.
Hey, Mona.
Mona says, hey, y'all, are you using only got-to-be spray and no gel?
I am using only got-to-be spray. I also have the gel as well, but this is something that works really, really good and it gets the job done. You know what I mean? So I try to keep it really, really easy and not try to add too many products that are not necessarily needed.
Cool. Great. Thank you so much. So again, we do have Zachary Smith. He is a Paul Mitchell graduate. Known Zachary for almost 11 years now. His Instagram is High in Atlanta. That's High, HIGHNINN Atlanta. Please look at his Instagram. He just not started his Instagram back. One of the things that Zachary said to me recently when we talked about applying wigs and his clientele base, share with them a little bit, Zachary, as you're doing that. Share with them, what you were talking to me about with the industry.
The industry, since I have, God put it on my spirit to say that I'm a hairstylist and just have the courage to say that I'm a hairstylist. The industry has been very, very good to me, has been very, very open arms to me, from graduating to Par Mitchell to working for the celebrity stylist that I work for, just to the doors that have opened in the industry. You know what I mean? I've done everything from fashion shows to photo shoots to bridal, and I still just continue to love it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it continues to give back.
Perfect. One of the things we were talking about, and thank you for that. One of the things we were talking about was how the industry has worked for you during this pandemic, during the time that, it's a pandemic, COVID-19, a lot of businesses, they slowed down. A lot of businesses, completely stopped.
Right.
And during that time, I know you took your precautions as you have as well.
Absolutely.
Because baby, you were masked up completely the whole time in here before we came in here.
Okay.
But, how did that work for you?
You know what? Again, God is so good, because while other businesses are slowing down, it seems like I have had such an overwhelming response. You know what I mean? From clientele, to the point to where I could not even keep up with the demand and volume of clientele that was calling me wanting personal services. Again, I do go to my clients, and this is an awesome time for a lot of businesses that are meeting the expectation of what the customer wants. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's just an awesome tool for any business to have, to be able to offer such a personal service. So it has been really, really good.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, guys, if you see Zachary looking off to the side, he's doing a live also on his Facebook as well. So he'll be speaking to you directly in the camera, but he also is speaking to his live, because he has his audience that are watching. So what are you doing now?
So the ball cap is completely dry. What I'm doing is cutting it so that it is customized as close to her hairline as we could possibly get it. I normally cut about almost a half an inch in front of the hairline. This means that we are not going to damage the follicle by gluing right on top of it. So this acts as a guide that I'll know exactly where to glue onto. Come on,
say that, okay? Because, some folks, we had a little conversation about it, but some folks will cut off the person's hairline. Look at Jada looked at me like,
this is supposed to act as a protective style. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
We want to make sure that we take all measures.
Keyword
protecting the hair underneath.
Keyword protect. Yes, it is a protective style. So cutting off someone's edges, I don't recommend it. I've seen people do it. Listen, I just don't recommend it myself.
We want our edges.
Yeah, we want our edges. Okay. And so sometimes you have to explain to some people, listen, that hairline that grows all the way down to your eyebrows, sweetie, you're full frontal wig you're not a candidate for this. And it's okay to tell a customer that. It's okay. So he's going through it. He's, strategically taking off the net, making sure that he has a great read on it. I will tell you that Zachary is a perfectionist when it comes to his work.
You better believe you gotta be nowadays, because the expectation is high. You know what I mean?
Okay, it is very high. So guys, I know you guys are watching. He's just really taking off the cap there. For me, this is the most important part for me, is making sure that the cap is being cut off properly. It's the most important part, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Again, you want to really, really make sure that the cap is as customized as possible to that hairline, trying to follow the outside of the hairline.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good.
And we're just about done with that. After this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a little bit of this awesome glue.
So you are using today our lace paste. It is our private label extensions lace paste glue that we're going to be using. I'm going to put the banner up for him also. Okay. Yep. He's going to be using that. I will tell you, this is his first time that he is using our lace paste, private label extension, Adhesive. This is his first time that he's going to be using it. You can also find it on our privatelabelextensions.com website. I believe that it is $22 or $24. Hold on one second. I can grab it for you. But this is his first time using it. And we were talking about it. And I said, bro, let me tell you, it is waterproof. And Jada asked me, she said, am I going to be able to wear this, for a while? Yeah.
Look, I'm going to spill the tea. I'm going to let y'all know exactly what's going on with this glue. So keep your eyes peeled.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alencia, hey, baby, how are you, darling? As I'm pulling this up, I'm getting that price point. Some of you might already know what the price point of it, because y'all know y'all private label extension, baby. Private label extension. Private label extension. Come on, y'all know what it is. Hold on. Hold, please, as he's pulling this up.
Okay, now I just want to make sure before you apply the adhesive glue, please make sure that your customers or clients' skin is completely clean. This means that you're going to have the best use and most effective use out of the glue that you are using. If you have any type of oil, makeup, or anything on around the perimeter of your hairline, please make sure that it is clean so that we can get the most use out of this glue.
Love it. I'm glad that you are really, really sharing. And now, mind you, guys, he has not used our glue at all, our adhesive at all. But those are the precautions that we talk about when we are doing our lace paste here with us, is that we're saying, make sure you have a clean slate. Make sure that the area is clean before you start trying to apply it, because you want to make sure you get the best usage out of it.
Normally for a full frontal wig, again, we will follow that ball cap from ear to ear, but since this is only you said a 4x4?
A 5x5.
But since this is only a 5x5, we only need to glue in the space where the hairline or the lace actually needs to lay. So since I'm doing the side part, we're going to really focus on this area right here.
Perfect. So that's giving you an idea with the 5x5 that with this 5x5 HD closure that we're putting on, he's focusing on a side part, because in this particular technique, he's doing a chic, sleek,
Babiana. That's what we're giving them this season.
Babiana this season.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can't stand you. I can't stand you. But that Babiana, and it's going to be a strong side part. I love a side part. I call them quiches.
Okay.
I call them quiches.
We're going to go with it.
Okay. Just to give y'all an idea of the reason why I call it quiche. And Zach, this was after you guys. When I came to Atlanta, this is after you guys had graduated. Got to Atlanta, and I was teaching some classes over in the West End area. And I was teaching some classes at some salons, and I was doing a round brush.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process of me doing this round brush, I knew the model's name. Her name was Ranisha or something like that.
Uh-huh.
We'll just say her name was Wanda.
Okay. All right.
Something like that.
Okay.
And the whole salon knew who she was because she worked in the salon.
Uh-huh.
So after I had finished doing the round brush and the styling, and I had this bang that was hanging in the front of her eye,
Come on,
and she could move it with a finger, they kept saying in the salon, "Oh, that Keisha fire."
Okay, all right.
So fire.
Okay.
And they kept saying that Keisha, and I was like, "No, see, her name ain't Keisha. Her name is Rhonda. What y'all talking about?" Look, they said, "Sweetie, we talking about that bang."
Okay. That's why the hair gets the name. The certain features that you gotta give it a name.
You gotta give it a name.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I call it the Keisha now, baby. Y'all gotta give that Keisha up in the front. So I learned that from the West End girls. You say, baby, that bang,
the Keisha.
It ain't the bang bang.
You're gonna feel like Keisha too when I'm finished.
Oh
my
God. The energy, y'all. This is the energy happens every day.
So the thing that I like about this glue is that normally I like to put on about 3 coats of this adhesive. It dries really good. As you can see, I already put on 2 coats. Normally in between each coat, I like to give it about 5 minutes so that it dries very clearly. Right now, this is drying, and I just like the way that, again, is giving us a very seamless finish with the glue. So I have 1 more coat that I'm going to put on, but so far it's drying great.
Look at that. Again, this man has not used the product, but he's sharing with us exactly the techniques and everything that we discussed. And that is we ask that you do at least 3 layers on it. You can do more if you like, but we ask that you do at least 3 layers. It does dry very quickly. We do say let it dry until it gets a clear and before you add another layer on there. For video purposes, Zachary is taking the opportunity to use a dryer to dry it even faster as well. And I get what he's saying. Give it about 5 minutes, and that's generally what I do. In between each layer, I do about 5 minutes.
Okay. Also, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and take our NARS makeup, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to block to that we can have us coming through. Now, I have a couple of ball caps here. You will want to choose your ball cap based on which best or closely matches your client's complexion. So we know that this one would have been a little bit too dark. I also have the one for the more mocha girls, and then this lighter one right here. This is the one that we went with because the makeup is going to come through very completely and going to give us the most skin or tone flesh texture or color. I'm sorry. I never put the product on this ball cap because it's just going to be too chunky in some areas and you would have to blot it out. So I normally put it on my hand first and kind of just paint it on.
Chunky, chunky.
And again, I'm working while this glue is drying.
Now, one of the things I like to ask is I ask the customer to bring in their own foundation that's closest to their skin.
Right.
I ask them to bring that in to kind of, help them out for a more seamless look.
Me too.
I enjoy, doing that. But I will say that I do keep on the side in my little kit multiple colors so that I can be able to do that just in case she doesn't have.
Never know. Exactly.
You never know. You never know. She may go, oh, child, I forgot it. Well, if you forgot it, that's gonna read on me.
Okay, so this is just about dry. I'm going to go ahead and put on one more coat. While I'm applying the glue, I go about almost a ½ inch in front of the ball cap. This means that you are not dragging the glue into the scalp. Into the hair follicle.
Yeah, it's right on that line right there.
So we're going to let that last coat dry. The way this glue is melting is beautiful. With a lot of the adhesive that I have used in the past, you'll notice a cakey, filmy look in the front. It doesn't really dry consistently, and so when you're laying that lace on top of this filmy look, then a lot of times a lot of you ladies will notice it'll seep through the lace, and this means that the illusion of your seamless hairline has just been ruined. So this glue is drying beautifully.
Thank you.
Okay, we like her. Okay, all right.
So this is that wig. It's just that HD. It's a 5x5 closure wig. HD. I love it. I really do. I love it. It is 16 inches. 16 inches. Yeah, 16 inches. I didn't want to get too long because I knew you were going to be cutting it.
Right.
And then also I knew you were going to, customize the pluck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's already pre-plucked a little bit for you guys to have a really natural look for it, but you can still have your own customizing of it as well.
Okay, I like this. And you said this was an HD, right?
It is an HD. I did choose an HD because of her skin tone.
Okay. All right.
So Jada, since I know her, is about my skin complexion. That's my hand. That's dark right there. Mm-hmm. But in face wise, we are right. So we're a little close. And every time I'm using an HD on me, it pretty much kind of melts away where you really can't see it that well. Mm-hmm. So I always tell people, make sure that you know why you're choosing certain products. Mm-hmm. You know, if you have a beautiful chocolate or brown skin girl, you can go with a natural lace that you already have. But if you have a more fair skin or a lighter skin girl, then I would choose a HD lace because it melts a whole lot better. Mm-hmm. I love that a lot of people are at work right now. It's Tuesday. A lot of hairstylists are at work, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't see it all," but they're trying their best to, keep in and pop in. Any questions you guys have? And yesterday you guys asked a lot of questions. Today, I'm telling you, Zach just keeps giving you all your information. He is a true educator on the inside because he's giving you all details.
Okay, so we're going to give the glue a few more seconds to dry. I normally like to use a popsicle stick because it gives me a really smooth, drag, a really smooth consistency. Again, we don't want it to be, cakey and stuff like that. And so this works really well and it's very disposable. So now that is done. Again, I really like this wig. The density is really good. I like the movement. The hair is really full and thick. A lot of times you get the wigs that are, too thin. The density is too light. The movement is bad. It sheds quite a bit. This one is doing everything that it's supposed to do. I particularly, especially with the lace, like to go in and really, really inspect because we don't want the plastic looking laces. Or whatever the case is, I put it up against my skin to see exactly how transparent it is. So this is a true HD. We do like this.
Boom! True HD. We do like these.
Because everything that say high definition is not high definition. It's giving low quality very easily. So that's the first thing that I look at.
Bloop. Now you heard it yourself from the professional who's laying them on so many heads. Let me tell you, he didn't even say it. He's laying them on so many heads that earlier in our conversation, last week we were talking, and he's like, listen, I have to really put my social media down because so many people are coming through and getting on my books that I can't handle the massive amount of people trying to get services of getting their hair done. Can you imagine that?
I can't. Y'all not about to wear me out this corona, but God is good. You know what I mean? God is good.
I mean, he's like so many clients back to back to back to back trying to get lace frontals put on to get their work done. And he's saying, I can't. Y'all, sun up to sundown every day. You guys, I have no other life. And you know what? I love that you keep saying, hey, giving God the blessings for this. But one thing that I will say to that, be mindful of what you ask the Lord for.
That's right.
Because if you ain't ready,
that's right.
Okay? Because if you say, hey, you know what? I need clients, Lord. Your cup runneth over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Runneth over. Look how pretty that's just laying on her head already and how this lace is just disappearing on her already. You're going to be fired today, baby.
Yeah, it's laying very beautifully. I literally pulled it to the front and laid it down and everything, is in place. The glue looks good. The hair is laying good.
Now, we do have straps that you can tie up or you can use your own, but we do have them as well, private label, but we give you all your beauty essentials here.
Yeah, I do have some neck strips, but if you do have that is fine.
Yeah, but go ahead and use your neck strips. I want you to use what's comfortable, but before you walk out of here for the day, I'm gonna make sure you have some that you can use if there's private label.
Okay, I feel like I will.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take that.
You can take that.
I'm gonna take that.
Perfect. And this glue for this being the first time, the lace adhesive, the lace paste you've not used it before. So you're going to take that home with you today because I want you to be able to use it, especially with you saying so many wonderful things about it today.
Absolutely.
I want you to take it home, enjoy it.
I'm talking about it.
Look,
Beautiful.
Jada said this hair is giving me life. It's already on her head. We have done nothing. And she's talking about this hair is giving me life. Private label extensions, baby. That's what you do.
So we are going for a deeper side part. Most of the time when I lay the actual lace down, I like to let it sit before I really start to irritate it by cutting it and stuff like that. So I'm going to give it a few more moments, and we're going to go ahead and cut the lace.
Perfect. I love the fact that it's just the right amount of density for her. Mm-hmm. Again, I can pull an 180 density, 150 density. I can pull those in a minute, but you also have to be mindful of the size of your customer. Uh-huh. So if your customer is, thin, slender, more on the 5'4" size, why would I give her 180 density? Then you're gonna look like a slow head. Okay?
Very true.
Okay?
Very true.
So I want to make sure that I'm giving her something that's more compatible to her size, compatible to her head size. Because if you got an OP head and I give you giant hair, that's all you're gonna see is hair. A lot of people don't take that into consideration.
I know that's right. Sometimes hair can be too overwhelming and take away from the actual beauty
of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
One said, I wish I can see that closer. We're going to be able to allow you to see it a little closer. But if you notice, again, this is why Marcus is standing there with this camera. So we're getting those close angles and seeing those things. And when we get those, so that we can be able to show that to you again and read that to you later, saying, hey, this is what this is. This is what we're doing right here. Okay?
Yes, we definitely want you all to give you an opportunity to get into the HD that it is.
Okay? Why don't you get an opportunity to get into that? My biggest mistake I made when I first did that, my lace, is I started putting my fingers on it.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I started putting my fingers on it. And it took one time for me to do that. One time. And when I put them fingers on that one time, I was done.
Once you mess that up, then, you can pretty much wipe that off and start from the beginning.
I had to start all over.
You probably cannot see it, but before I've sprayed any got to be on, before I've even tied it down, the hairline is already gone. It's already like what lace? You know what I mean?
Okay.
I haven't put any baby hairs for it, anything like that. Put your head down a little bit more. So now,
what lace?
What lace? That's what we're going for. What lace? Hold your head up for me. So now, a lot of women don't know, or a lot of people don't know, but once we spray this got to be on after the hairline is laid, this allows the lace to bake just a little bit more into the scalp and allows the scalp to come through a little bit more. So this is also going to add to the seamlessness of the hairline.
Now, these are techniques and little tips that our listeners, our followers love to hear. It's so good already.
So now during this time, we were tied down. This again really helps it to congeal to your skin or scalp. And then I'm going to go in with the styling. This is something that I can do in less than 10 minutes. The main thing is making sure that you have the proper ingredients, your glue, your got-to-be, and your ball cap.
Again, you can always follow him Go to his Instagram. It's Zachary Smith at High in Atlanta. That is HIGH High NINN Atlanta. Spelled like Atlanta. Not Atlanta, Atlanta.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her a blunt cut swing bob. These bobs have been, known through history. We have had Egyptian queens like Cleopatra. They have worn them, and they also really made a witty comeback during the flapper age. What is that, 70s? They were really known for their movement and stuff like that. So that's why we call them swing bobs, or known today as a blunt cut bob or Bobbiana.
A Bobbiana. Okay, a Bobbiana.
They're known for their maximum density and precision. This means that we're not going to have a lot of layering throughout the hair. We're going to give it a blunt cut, which is going to be at the ends.
Come on, Cleopatra, Bobbiana. While you're doing that, let me go ahead and share with you is that a participant in here, her name is Janelle. Janelle said, I've been looking to take a lace class. This is so informative. I'm new to Atlanta and definitely need to play catch up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you are so welcome. Welcome to Atlanta, and you're so welcome. These are the type of classes we will offer you guys. And again, having that opportunity to follow someone like Zachary and being able to see exactly what he's doing would be great. Zachary, if you want to turn her to the side and let them see that, that would be totally okay. All right.
Okay. Now, anytime we're going to do a bob, you want to make sure that your client is sitting straight forward with her shoulders flat. You don't want to make sure that she's not like this or something like that, because that is how her bob is going to come out. For the best precision, now Paul Mental did not teach us this. For best precision and for the quickest results, I like to use clippers. It is, again, going to give us a very precise cut. Hold your hair down for me. I want to give her a longer bob. So we're going to go in about right here. Go ahead and take it on. I'll hold you down for me a little bit more. And we're just going to go all the way around. I really want to give her a length that really hugs her neck. Really nice. And then I'm going to go back in with my shears and then really just refine the cut. We don't want any elevation. We don't want any graduation. This is going to be an even cut. Put this for me. Let me cut myself here really quickly. Now, a lot of times I like to really mix it up. And for quicker results, I'll go on with my shears. Put it down. The blunt cut is one of the quickest cuts because, again, there's not a lot of layering throughout. I am going to give her some layering in the front. Again, for that Keisha.
Zachary, someone just said again, this is very helpful. So this is information that they said they've been waiting on. So appreciate that. Also, another follower said, hey, does he use the same gluing method with frontal and closure sew-ins?
Actually, for closures, I like to use a band that is very small in width. Let's see here. So for the closures, I like to use this band right here. So what happens is I connect each ends of the elastic to the closure, and this again keeps the closure really flat to the scalp. I do not use the glue method for my closures. As far as the frontals, yes, I do. I use the exact same method.
Perfect. So you use the glueless method for your closures, and then for your frontals, you do the exact same method.
Yes.
Correct. Thank you.
I'm going in and doing a really free flowy cut right now. Soft layers that are going to frame the face. All right. So now I'm going to go in and cut and style at the same time. This again is just going back in just to refine the cut, just to make sure it's accurate.
We had another question that came in also. Another question came in and says that if I want to create a blunt cut bob, what is the length that you recommend for buying wefts? It's Debbie who sent that through. Hi, Debbie.
There is no record. I would probably, depending on how long you want to make the bob, I would probably go and start with maybe about a 12-inch. I normally like to base the bob on the features of your client. This means her neck length, what features you really want to accentuate in the overall style. So I would start with a 12-inch because, again, we're going to cut. So a 12-inch would be really good to start with. And this will still give us a longer bob even if we cut it.
Gotcha. So saving out some length of that without, buying a longer length. I agree with Zachary. Buying a 12 or a 14-inch would be my suggestion, depending on what I'm going to use or what am I going for at that point. Okay. Hold on. She's asking a second part of the question.
Sure.
Said, maybe I want to have a 10-inch bob. How long should the wefts be? If it's a 10-inch bob, again, still staying with that 12-inch, you always want to go with something that's a little longer that gives you enough room to shape and cut. So one of the things, and Zachary, I know I'm sorry to answer this question. The teacher comes out of me and start coming out. One of the things that I always teach when I'm teaching cutting is that for students, try your best to make your haircut just a little longer than what you have desired it to be, because it gives you enough room for changing or going through and doing a little bit more refining, if you may. So if I need to refine the hair a little bit more, I leave it a little bit longer. So I go maybe an inch longer if I need to refine. So I say an inch to a half an inch longer than what I initially have went with the guest. Same thing that comes when you are doing it for buying wefts. Okay. So yes, still buy yourself a 12-inch, and then you can cut at that point. Somebody else added their information there too. They're like, yep, still 12-inch, so you can cut it. Absolutely.
Again, this cut is really, or any bob, is really more about precision. So I'm just going back in, really tailoring this bob to make sure that weight line is very nice.
Maybe they jumping in with the questions on.
Come on, dude. Come on. I want to answer
She said, "All right, Debbie, you ask some questions there, baby. I love it. Ask them up."
Come on through.
She said, "If you want a 10-inch bob, should the closure be the length of the desired bob length?"
Normally I like to get the hair the same length because again, if you get the closure shorter than what your actual hair is, this means that you just created layering in the hair and you're not going to have maximum density. So if you're going to do a 10-inch bob, I would get everything 12-inch.
Boom. Facts. Now our closures are 12, 14, 16, 18. So yeah, but I'm with you. If you're going to do it, go ahead with that closure being the 12-inch as well. If you're doing that 12-inch bob, and then that way you have full density from root to end. Debbie say, very true. Thank you so much.
Come on through, Debbie. You got some more questions? I love it.
Come through, Debbie. Come through.
I love it. Put it down.
So again, we're at 41 minutes. We're doing an amazing time. He's playing. Y'all, he's braided it up, added the hair, did the stocking cap. He's going through and refining it, creating his own, Bobisha. Did you come over there and turn off everything?
I did.
Okay.
And I'll be done in less than 15 minutes. This
Baby, take your time.
A really quick, easy cutting style.
They just asked you a question. Mona said, what was the width of the elastic band you prefer for the closure installs? This little one you pulled up.
I just really cut that. That's again going to be contingent on the client's skull and also what type of tension she wants. Because some of my clients actually like their closures or their band to be a little bit tighter. Again, this means as the hair grows out, some people like to sew it to the hair, or again glue it. As the hair is growing out, then your hairline is not going to move. So again, I normally just measure it up on the client's skull to see what fits best for them.
Perfect. Now you just moved to Atlanta, I believe. Yes, we do, honey. We do have a physical store here that you can come right on in and get your anything you need. Our physical address here is, baby, I should know it by heart, but I don't know it by heart. The reason why I don't know it by heart because I always speak of the Greenville store. That physical address is 1260 Memorial Drive, Southeast, Atlanta, Georgia, 30316. Please come in and visit us. We would love to see you and see your face. Yes, please make sure you wear a mask. We do require that you have a mask as you come into our stores. Debbie say, I got more questions for you, baby. She said, would you recommend a 4x4 and larger closure or a 2x6 closure? Okay. They don't have a lot of hair.
I really like the 2x6 closures for some reason with the bobs, because this means that you're going to have a longer part. Now, the thing that I do like about this wig is that it does have, how sometimes the parts are so short, and I have had some clients that has not, they have not liked the style because the part was too short. This actually does give us a full 4 inches so that it is a nice parting for you. But I would normally recommend the 2x6 for the bobs.
Perfect. Does that answer your question for you, Debbie? He said he here for it, honey. He here for all your questions.
Come on.
Debbie got her own personal information for her today, baby.
Again, we are almost finished. Another thing I like about this wig is that when you put it on, again, depending on the size of the skull, sometimes in the back, the density is a little too thin. We can still see tracks, we can still see wefts, we can still see the stocking cap underneath. I cannot see anything in the back, so it does have full coverage.
Excellent. She said, I truly agree on that. And she said a public-private consult with the pros. Absolutely, baby. You're having a wonderful time with the pros. I always remember, whenever you go to, and anytime I showcase someone here with you guys, always remember, I'm going to make sure that I put up their Instagram. I'm going to share that with you guys. But not only am I going to put up their Instagram, I'm telling them direct line with you guys to communicate. I have been biased because, yes, I have taught a lot of people, over 10,000 people in my lifetime. And yes, I do have a lot of pole mental students. And I love to follow them and say, where are you now? What are you doing now? And so they are teachers in spirit because I'm a teacher in spirit, in heart. That's what I am. And so they would definitely get on the line with you and have conversations with you and give you details. So please make sure that you check with them, have conversations with them. And if you have any questions, listen, there is enough money for everybody in this industry.
More than enough.
More than enough. And Debbie say, this is priceless, baby. Thank you. Well, you are so welcome, Debbie.
Another bad habit, if you are a stylist, normally you're supposed to cut from the front so you can see exactly how everything lays. I have a habit of cutting from the back, but just make sure we don't want any asymmetry or anything like that. Just make sure we know exactly how our finished product is going to look.
Perfect. Perfect. Mike, you get in the house. Come on in the house, bro.
Hey!
What's up? What's up?
Ooh, looking good.
Looking fabulous. Looking fabulous.
Look at Lefty over here. We got Lefty over here.
Lefty. This is why we had to go get that tray out the car because this one right here, he's like, I'm a left hand.
You got that Lefty magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's creativity.
One of those traits.
It's that creativity.
That's mine, yeah. It's
That's yours?
Mm.
Oh, I like how it's Dallas's, but then ours.
Right.
I like that. I appreciate that, Dallas.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Okay, Debbie, this is your own show, boo-boo. This is your own show. Debbie said, when it comes to density, how do we determine if it's 100%, 150% density, etc.? If you are making a wig, does it depend on the number of bundles of grams, length? Does it vary? Because she gets so confused. So what are your response on that, sir?
For the average consumer, I would recommend the first thing that I go to is the ends of the hair. You know what I mean? We don't technically have, a measuring tool to weigh the hair. So I like to go from the roots to the ends and try to really, really tell if the ends are as full as the root. This is for the average consumer. You know what I mean? If the ends are looking spacey, then this means that it's not at least 150%. You know what I mean? Depending, for any length, I would not recommend anything that looks spacey on the ends. A full wig should at least be 2 bundles and a closure. If it's not at least that, then we're going to leave it where it's at.
Okay, we're going to leave it where it's at. The one thing that I love about us here at Private Label Extensions, we are able to offer you the 130, 150, and 180 density. There, I always tell you, Debbie, listen, I'm going to go, my personal choice, I'm always going to go with the 150. For me, I'm always going to go with 150 in any one of my wigs at that point. The only time that I'm going to, and not saying I can't use 130, I do. That would be depending on what I'm looking for. The shorter the hair, the thicker the hair. The longer the hair, the more, the weight is within the length, not within the width of it, if that makes any sense. And so the other thing I appreciate about Private Label Extensions here is that we have true weight. And when I say true weight and true hair, it goes weight all the way to the end. We don't have those ghost whisper ends, okay, where you get a wig and it's at the bottom of the hair. We don't have that. What looks like that flower that you go out there and pick up and you we don't have that. We have amazing quality hair that's going to give you the best density that you actually need. It's based off of your guess. As I was saying earlier about Jada, this is a 150 that's on Jada. I wouldn't do anything thicker than that with her because of the fact that the size of who she is, her head, her body size, is she going to be able to carry that? You know, I do have some clients, few celebrities that they got a big swole head. I can tell you one of them. We were just talking about it this weekend. She turned around and said, "You must be talking about how big my head is." I said, "I am, because you got a big old head." She can carry, and she's little, but she can carry a thick, 5, 6, 7, 8 bundles on her head, because she got a thick head, because their head big enough to hold all them bundles.
Oh,
I said that, didn't I?
That'll be me too. Don't feel bad.
I did.
Whoever it is, don't feel bad. That'll be me,
but
I got a nugget.
I'm like, you got a big old head, so you can hold it. But anyway, I'd say this. Always focus on what will be a natural, beautiful look for that guest. What's more organic, what lives and works best for her. Okay. Janelle says she a lefty also. Yes.
Come on through, lefty.
Yeah.
I see you.
Them lefties, y'all are something else.
We make the world go round.
Lies. Lies. You know, I used to always feel like, Lord, I better not say this because my brother watch me. And I know I better not say this, but I'm gonna say it. Listen, my brother, my not my oldest brother, but my next to the oldest brother, he and we have always not almost seen eye to eye. Now that doesn't mean I don't love that man much less. I love that man just as well as I love all my other siblings. Okay, I do. But baby, he's always been different to me, and the difference is we kind of go like just want to choke him and fight sometimes. But that's just that, sibling love. But I always thought that the reason why we never meshed like the other siblings is because he was left-handed. in my head, I was like, I can't figure it out. I can't figure out what it is. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's going on.
He's a more free thinker.
So I kept saying the only thing that would make him different is because he's a lefty. So maybe that's it. That's it. So for years, people who were left-handed going through high school and going through college, if you were left-handed, I already knew me and you ain't gonna get along.
That's probably because it wasn't them, it was you. You're probably a little more confined in your thoughts.
Wow.
And we are free thinkers.
Wow. I was picking fights with left-handed. Okay. And so every time I was teaching students, if you were left-handed, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like you or not.
That is funny to me. I know, right?
I know. Listen, brother, I love you, my big brother. I do. I love you. Okay,
you better fix that up. I know that's right.
I had to fix it up.
That gotta be love. Much love.
It's much love because he my Facebook friend, so I didn't.
So he gonna see this later on.
He gonna see this, brother. I love you, my big brother.
You are a mess.
I don't want no problems at the holiday dinner, okay? No problems whatsoever. All right, let's get over here. Debbie said 150 looks natural for 16 inches or shorter. 250 density at 14 inches, for example, makes it obvious and you're wearing a wig. Baby, if you put on 250 and a 14
that's
inch,
a lot of hair.
Baby, you are, I don't know, that's Don Ross.
You're going to have to layer it out real good.
Okay.
Real nice.
Baby, you got to get rid of some of that hair because it's, ooh. I ain't gonna call out somebody's name.
I miss Diana. I haven't seen her in forever.
Oh, I watch everything, baby. Always big hair. Love it. Big hair, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, another question. Do you suppose to put the adhesive on the skin or the hair and cap? You tell them which one.
I take the adhesive from the scalp onto the skin, dragging it forward about a half of inch. Yes, it is supposed to go on the skin, but not the hair follicle. Not the hair follicle.
Gotcha. So he's basically saying on that hairline where there's hair, don't put it there. Put it on that scalp there and drag it forward. Okay? And Mona said, don't come for our lefties. Mona, you a lefty too?
That's what he better not do. Come on through, Mona. Come on through.
Mona, listen. I love y'all. I really do.
We love our lefties.
I do. I love y'all. I just always thought that y'all were a little weird, a little strange.
That's okay. Weird runs the world.
A little different. A little different, I'm telling you, my brother used to tear me up. I'm like, I don't know.
He should keep on telling you at. Where you at, brother?
Oh,
where you at?
He teared me up. I'm like, oh my God. It's like when we get around, when that energy comes around, I'm just like, oh.
He's getting you back. That's all it is.
He did. I was like, oh my gosh, my big brother, he just something else. Now my other big brother, you met my other big brother. I think you did. But my other big brother, okay, yeah, now that one, yeah, clown. Love him. Okay. My big sister, oh my gosh, clown, love her. Okay. Him, he's a clown also, but it's just a different type of it. Used to just, yeah. I love you, big brother.
Yeah, then you better. After saying all this.
After I said all that, I love him. I love him. I do.
That's what Libras do.
And it is. That's what Libras do. And he's a Cancer. And that's what I know. That's what it is. He be in his feelings.
Yeah.
he be in his feelings.
Cancer's awesome.
Yeah, he be in his. That's what it is. He be in his feelings. I ain't about it. I ain't about you being it. Right. I ain't about being in your feelings. Okay, because I will dust over it. All right. Debbie said, "Good to know." Okay, for the Keisha, sling it up here to the side. He and gave a little bend so she can have a Keisha sling.
Just a little action.
Just a little action.
Nothing too much.
I think it's a too much right there, baby. Now I'm playing.
You think so?
No, you know I don't.
You can never.
You can never have too
What
much.
do you mean?
You can never. And baby, this is a swing right here, baby. You know, I always talk jump and say when you get a bob, it's a Lord Farquhar. I don't know if anybody know what Lord Farquhar is, but Lord Farquhar is the king on the Shrek movie.
Why?
And I always say, look, if you're gonna do them wigs, please don't make it a Lord Farquhar where it's one of them, you know.
We don't want that. You can keep that.
You can keep that, okay? But I always joke about him saying, yep, you finna have that Lord Farquhar on your head. But this ain't no Lord Farquhar, baby.
Y'all see that move action. Y'all see it. Y'all, you barely even moved your neck and you already giving us Babiana. You know what I mean?
Babiana.
Sleek is nicest, hair pressed out really beautifully.
Oh, Lord. I think that's my sister. She said, however, you love me more. I think that's my sister.
Oh, come on, sis.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord. I think that's my sister that jumped on there. Oh, Lord. Girl, get off of it, okay? Don't tell nobody. I do.
So again, I'm really finished. I'm just refining the color.
Lace tint or foundation? You just jumped on. We did a foundation. Yep, we did a foundation.
Mm-hmm. Lace tint is also another good one. These are all things that you can add on. They are not going to hurt.
Yep. Baby, when I say you got her melted in here, the milk dome. Please make sure that you are following Zachary at High in Demand. I'm sorry, High in Atlanta. So that's at HIGH in Atlanta. Please follow Zachary Smith there, right? Also, guys, if you want to, Zachary also can be followed on Facebook. What's your Facebook?
It's Smith
Zachary. So it's backwards.
Yes.
It's Smith Zachary. Do you need a spray for that? Or you want to use
I just want to wipe my hair on.
Okay. Perfect. Now, if you want to use that, you can. The erase, if you want to.
Let's use the erase.
Yeah. But there's a spray to it. But if you want to use it, just put it on either a towel, right? And you can open this. Like you can open. But you can put a towel. You can put a little bit, dap it on there. Just dap it, right? And it will be able to erase for you at that point.
Okay.
I think we have some, what's the names? Hold on. Dallas. The Bob Wig, big head, and lock friendly. I need this Bob. You know, Mona, I said, as yesterday, who said that yesterday? Shout out to the guy who we had in here yesterday, Lex. Or was it Lex who said it? Lex said it?
Yep.
About the Bobs sewing down the closures. She did.
She said you would need a closure.
You would need a closure. Listen, you can braid down or you can twist down your braids, your locks, and get a flat look. You really can. You just got to use special techniques to get those locks down, to hold them down, and being able to get your bob exactly how you need it. Okay? That's all. I do have some edge control that's in here as well.
Do you? Okay.
I do. I brought you everything.
Let's use it.
I brought you everything. The edge control is right there in front of you.
Okay.
So yeah, just Mona, if you are totally interested in going with a bob, I know you say you need this bob. Listen, I'm gonna tell you who you need to go and get this bob from. Okay. I don't know why it just went black on us, but it's okay. Here is where you can get that bob from. Okay, Zachary Smith. Hi, in Atlanta. You can hit him on the Instagram. You can hit him in his Facebook. When you hit him there, tell Zachary you want to get this ball, this swing ball.
There you go. A lot of times with the edge controls, you want to be careful because they do contain products that loosen up the adhesive.
Not ours, but okay. You see how I said that?
One. Right, not this one.
Not ours. You see how I said it so quick?
Right.
Not ours, but okay.
Y'all women have got very serious about y'all edges, so I had to get into the edge game too. You know what I mean?
Ooh! Yesterday, I was explaining I do not like them. Okay? I do not. I like a natural front, but nothing is wrong with people who like to do that. I think
I more so like them for ponytails.
I usually like natural too.
Okay. I don't even edge it up. I just blow dry it back and then do a little hairspray. But for those who really want them, I will do them. Okay? Lord, I got to go ahead and see these comments in here. I mean, yeah, because over here, I can't see the certain comments, but Lord, if my sister is on here and my brother's on here, they probably on here talking trash.
Probably, I'm sure they are. You just started a whole brother-sister war.
I did. I just started. But my sister know I love her.
The most.
Danielle, yes, you are late, honey. You're going to have to come back to it and see it again, boo cakes. You is late. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start doing this, Danielle. I'm going to start going through and adding a alert so you guys can see it. Okay? So I'm going to give you an alert to say, guess who I'm going to have today? Guess what I'm going to do today? So y'all won't be late whatsoever. Mona said, okay, Zachary, not to put you on the spot. Roughly how much is everything you just did? I will drive there for that.
Ooh,
for that dude.
Well, I'm a personal stylist, so depending on how far you are, I might just come to you.
Ask and you shall receive.
I know that's right. I really want to keep it a very affordable rate. For a lace frontal installation, it's $120, you know what I mean? And that does not include travel. But again, this is something that needs to be switched out so much that I did not want to go overboard with charging. I want to make it something that's cost efficient for everybody.
Look at that. Something cost efficient for everybody. And you already have access to the hair, Mona. To the best hair private label extension.
And y'all, this hair, I'm not just saying this or whatever the case is, because, I know Dallas is affiliated with Dallas, but, this hair is everything. This hair is moving like it's supposed to. It, I really only had to hit it one time, you know what I mean? And it's pressing like it's supposed to. I love the weight. I love the movement. So I'm really, really happy with this hair. And as a stylist, these are all things that we, look for when we're dealing with the hair, because some of this hair, y'all, is garbage. That's why those wigs are so
garbage. He said garbage. He said it. I didn't say it. He said garbage.
Absolutely.
But hold on. Now, Mona just said she in Louisville. I don't know if you want to drive all the way up there.
Let me tell you something. I'm hitting all the corners of the earth, of the world.
That fool's gonna be in all the corners. I'm done.
I'm there. We're gonna make it a field day. And actually, I will be in Kentucky on Thursday.
Oh,
how you doing?
Okay, how you doing, Wendy Williams? I better stop before they be trying to get a check from using their name. Listen, I watch them and I watch shows like that. I love them. I love them. I love them. Danielle, yes, I promise you, I will make sure that you get that. Mona, girl, you have me on the floor. I promise you. She said, I have that bob and have been scared to mess with it because I don't want to ruin it. Oh, well, you got Zachary's information now.
Don't be scared.
Don't be
Even
scared.
if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please call me and I will be more than happy. Or text me or email me or whatever the case is, and I will be more than happy to give you tips and hints on how you can keep up your extensions.
You see that? This man out here giving out telephone numbers and everything. I'm done with y'all. Debbie, hold on. You got a question. You said I don't want to offend anyone, but is it me or are some of us obsessed with making the top too flat? Okay, too much mousse.
You know what?
Gel and flattening, stiff top makes it look too wiggy.
I agree. Sometimes depending on, how the hair is actually standing or living on the lace, I like to give it a little bit more control because I do have clients that do not like that raised look or that volume in the top. So right now I'm really just controlling the fine hairs or the frizzy hairs and stuff like that. But again, I agree with you. We're not going over, too overboard and just making it too flat.
Perfect information right there. Now, oh, you so sweet. Danielle said, Dallas, I live for the lives, baby. You are everything. You are my evening sip and watch, baby. I'm telling you, you don't know anything and everything might come out this mouth. And especially if I'm sitting up here on this little side over here, baby, I'm free to say whatever I want to say.
Dallas, you need to do a curls and cocktails after 9.
God dog. He said curls and cocktails after 9. Did y'all catch that? Curls and cocktails after 9.
Get X-rated.
Oh my God. X-rated in the hair industry. You know what? If I do that, you have to host that dude.
Oh no.
You have to host it with me.
No, you want to include me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I will. You said cocktails and what was it?
Curls and conversation. Cocktails and conversation.
Cocktails and curls. That's what I'm saying. Either one. Cocktails and curls.
So I am really finished. A lot of times when I'm done, I like to go back in based on the client's recommendation and really fine tune things like the baby hairs, the parting with the hairs right here. So I'm just going to go back in really quickly and use my tweezers and really just pluck this hairline so we can widen it up a little bit.
Hold on. Let me tell you that as he's doing that. Mona said I can throw a wig install party and have you about 5 installs up there when you come up.
Look, inbox me now. I like what you're talking.
You talking about? Okay, girl.
Yes.
Well, you know what? If you do that, Mona, I'm coming up there too. Okay.
We're gonna make it a party then.
So we're gonna call it cocktails and curls.
We're gonna record from
your place, from your house. Cocktails and curls, baby.
That's it.
In Louisville. Who coming with us? Who coming with us?
We're gonna make it a party.
Okay.
Complimentary party.
I got the cocktails, girl. Let's go. Mona talking about that would be fun. Baby, she better quit playing before we ended up in.
Look, we done took a road trip before.
Yes, we have. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. This is why I love my parliamentary babies. Because once me and my babies, we get together and I rouse them up. And baby,
we're going to always have a blast.
We always have a blast. And we stay in contact with each other for the rest of our life.
Y'all, I'm really just playing in his hair, but I'm finished. You know what I mean?
He is having a good time. He do like me. She said, oh, shoot, I'm going to plan that tonight. I'm done with you, Mona.
You ain't said nothing.
You ain't said nothing but a word. Because all of us will get in the car and roll up there. Okay? She's talking about not even playing. You get with him and y'all figure out what y'all going to figure out. How about that? Now, you have to take the cape off and do a full unveiling when you finish.
And make sure you give him every bit of Babiana, too.
Every bit of Babiana. So that means she's going to have to start swinging. Oh, wait. Debbie got another question. Hold on, Debbie. Hold on, Debbie. Hold on, baby. Debbie be asking. She asked the tough questions, the rough questions.
I like it.
Debbie said, last question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we also going pluck crazy? I see so much over plucking and so extreme baby hairs obsession. If we don't want anyone to assume that we are wearing a wig, maybe we don't need to over pluck.
I'm old. I agree, and I definitely agree. Again, this is going to be contingent on the clients. Most of my clients are really moving into, this whole lace frontal phase or whatever the case is. I normally, again, like to recommend it as a protective style. Again, this means that during the summer months while you're working out and stuff like that, you do not have to put too much heat on your hair by doing a leave out sew-in or something like that. And so, this is an installation that, I forgot the question. Right in my mouth.
As far as plucking and doing
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. So I have actually had to really, really move them into it. They do not like the baby hairs. They do not like, the wide parts. They don't like a lot of it. They like a very, very simple, everyday look, or whatever the case is, a very professional look. So I agree with you on that.
Very organic, very professional. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are moving into that. Baby, when I tell you Mona making a deal. Mona says she got 3 on deck.
I like to run my mouth, Mona, as you can see. So I love it.
She says she got 3 on deck ready to get them installed. Mona, I'm not playing with you now, because the first thing he gonna do is say, Dallas, come on, catch this ride when we're going up here and do this. I ain't got time to deal with that right now.
I'm making a trip real quick. We're making a trip real quick.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna finish.
She says she loved what you're doing with this, baby. It looks very, very natural.
Thank you.
These are the things we like to bring to you guys. Okay?
If she wanted to, really, really exaggerate this swoop a little bit more, she can. But again, I like to keep it nice and soft and classy.
Okay? Also, guys, you got also remember today is that, again, we're doing this bob, we're doing something fun, we're doing something very classic. You also got to remember, we are working in here without them having, the stylist doesn't have a mirror in front of him. What's in front of him is a camera, and the camera doesn't read exactly the way it needs to read. It reads an opposite way. So there's a camera that's in there. So he's doing this based off of a camera, based off of him just looking at the top of her head. Debbie talking about yes for the softness. Joan, I know you missed it. That's all right, baby. It stays in the group. Just come and watch it. See it. So Zach, I would say after you finish this, you move on out the way and let her do her little shaking of her head. And then you go and stand up on the side and look at it from the frontal, from a frontal vision. Yeah, softness. Yeah, softness.
All right, Sean.
Jada Pooh, looking all grown. Ooh, she's switched to she is grown. When I promise you, the whole time she was in school, I always thought in my head that baby was 18. And she is.
I'm not 18.
Okay, well, 20. Look, she's trying to die laughing over here. 20. A child. Used to tear me up. Now, another thing I like, Zach, is that what you're doing is that when I'm working on a head, when I'm doing something on a head, I am like you. I will continue to work on it until I get every piece how I want. It's not done until it's done. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to work with it. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to work with it. I'm going to play with it. I'm going to do what I do. Mm-hmm. Move on, Della. What? We can't?
I can.
Why?
I got a client.
That's how I felt about you, okay?
He threw it so gently.
Right.
Wow.
We always have fights in here too. Yeah, because I throw stuff at him, and then he turns around and tell the world that I'm abusing him.
That's what Libras do.
He's a Libra also. He's a Libra also.
We've already admitted to
Well, he's a September Libra. That's the thing.
Huh?
He's a September Libra. We don't claim them.
Oh,
the shade.
The
is
shade.
That was
real.
a lot of shade.
I'm
Wasn't
trying to
it?
tell you, right?
wasn't it a lot of shade?
And he said it very clearly too. As a
Very
matter of
clear.
For
fact.
your own sign to not claim you,
He said we don't claim him.
that's kind of
But
harsh.
but wait, he didn't say that he don't claim me. He said we, as in the whole Libra family, don't claim me.
Let's get back to what you did to your brother.
Well, I am on the 23rd, which is the first Libra. So,
Just think about when
So
you
it
think
don't
of
matter. You're
September.
still a Libra.
yep, I am the first Libra. I am the Libra.
You're a D Libra.
I am the
The ring
Libra.
leader.
The ring leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ring leader. Debbie threw something else out here. Fantastic install. Thank you for doing it. I see too many stiff flat tops, over plucking, and baby hair designs. Way too much like overkill. This is fabulous. It's a classic, timeless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Thank you so much.
We believe in that working woman who, is at the office. She has something that looks really real, looks like she grew it out of her scalp. That's what we're about. We're about that look. She can softly just bend this, curl this, however she wants. Every time, now when you know you have great quality hair, because every time you touch the hair, every time you touch it, okay, it moves. She barely shakes her head, it moves. It moves. Great quality hair.
I'm done.
All right. Now you got your bob, honey.
Oh, you
And
want
that-
to shake it?
Shay, you gotta shake the Bobbiano.
But look at the
Y'all see that
Bobbiano.
swing? Y'all see that swing?
I'm done with y'all.
It don't mean a thing if you don't have that swing.
It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. Swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing. The Bobbiana. All right. Like as classic as the little black dress. That's right. You cannot go wrong. All right, guys. Well, that does conclude our day of our live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we gave you today. Zach, you want to come back over here?
Oh, sure. Perfect.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun hanging out watching it. It's always so good to be able to see your previous students who are gone on to doing such amazing work, incredible work. I'm so proud of this young man right here, even though he's a lefty. I'm so proud of him.
There you go.
I'm so proud of him. So if you guys want to check us out, you want to check him out, remember, go to his Instagram. It is High in Atlanta. Check him out. Ask him questions. He is right there for you. Again, this is the Daily Dish with Dallas. Well, not daily, but the dish with Dallas. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later. Oh, I can't do it daily. I'm trying.
Do
All
I do
right.
any request for daily?
All right. Can we hear a request for that? Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
See you.